Master Harvesters is brought to you by Ben Pearson Archery, Mountain Hollow Game Calls, Fish This, and Invite Extreme Wildlife System. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Master Harvesters. My name's Evan Grimm. I hope you all had a great 4th of July weekend, as we did. Got to see some fireworks, got to be out with some family, and did some fishing and stuff like that. Great 4th of July. We're going to start off this episode with checking our mineral sites. We kind of let the mineral sites go a little bit over the summer, and the deer were right at it. And one of them was empty, one of them was pretty well gone, but we got some more Fat Racks mineral out there, and it's set to go. Notice this is a granular mineral, and I like that because the deer, it's a lot more easily consumed for the deer when it's granular than if it was, say, a rock, because the deer do not have to lick and lick and lick at it to get the minerals that they need. They can just quick take a bite, or they'll lick at it a little bit, but they can take a bite out of it and they'll get the minerals real fast. That's enough for the site. Really excited about using the Fat Racks here on this mineral site. This is the most traveled mineral site that we have on our property. High deer density in this area, and just deer traveling through here all the time. Every single time that I've come back here this year, the mineral site has been empty, and that's a real good sign that the deer are traveling this area. And we're gonna have a food plot behind me, and we got a tree stand there, so when archery season rolls around here in 2 months, we need to let it go and let it be empty. So I'm hoping to get a trail camera so you guys can see how much the Fat Racks gets used, but the one that I have right now is not functioning well, so I'm gonna change the brand and see if we can find a better trail camera. So anyhow, let's get this mineral in the site and we'll go from there. On my mineral sites, I typically will use a stump or a log, and we actually take our chainsaw and we make a notch in it, and we'll pour our mineral right in that notch. That way, if the rain comes and washes some of the mineral, it will actually seep into, the mineral juices will seep into the log or the stump. Excuse me. And if the mineral gets depleted and there's no mineral left, the deer will actually start to eat at the log and eat at the stump, as I'll show you here in a second at that stump, and they'll get the minerals that have seeped into the stump and into the log. I have not had any experience placing my mineral on the ground. If you guys have had good experience with that, please comment and we'll try it out. This is the old mineral site that I was talking about here, and you can see how the deer have really chewed away at this. This used to be a square notch, and the deer just kept chewing and chewing at this because the mineral got depleted, and they get their minerals from the stump being here during the winter months if it gets let go. I normally like to have mineral available all year round, but at this particular spot we actually have a tree stand within shooting range of it, so we have to let it go during archery and rifle season. Anyhow, that's just an example of what happens to a stump when you let your minerals go, and I've been very pleased with this technique. After tending the mineral sites and adding some mineral, we decided to go out and hang some tree stands, and you know, it was a great afternoon for it. We got one tree stand up and in place on a fruit plot. We're here at the November 11th stand, and I have a lot of history in this area. I've killed two bucks by recurve bow on November 11th, so that's why it's called November 11th stand. And we've actually done some modifying. We're actually going to have a food plot right down the hill, and so we're going to need to change the stand position. So I'm going to go up and hang the stand, and we'll see how it all turns out. I'm probably gonna have to prune some more branches and stuff, but we'll see how it turns out. I'm up in the tree now, as you can see, and I got my hunter safety system on, and I gotta strap myself into the tree before I try to pull my tree stand up, so that way if I slip or something like that, I'm not gonna fall out. So very carefully, got my little lineman's belt. Putting it up above my head, so that way if I fall, it catches me immediately. All right. Not one strap. secure. I'm going to step on it, make sure it's all good. But from my vantage point, I can see that I'm going to need to do a little bit of trimming on my shooting reins. Trim some branches so that way it's a little easier to sit down. But otherwise, it's pretty good. Really looking forward to hunting this stand. It should be pretty good. Now tighten up your strap one more time. Do it again. All set. Good to go. As you get ready for archery season and take your tree stands out into the woods, get them up in trees, remember safety first. Always good to have another guy there with you, and always have a communication device. That's all that we got for you guys this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next week for another episode of Master Harvesters. Remember, as you go through the week, to thank God for the blessings that He gives us and also spend time in His Word. Thanks a lot for watching.